They say seeing is believing, but what if everything we see is changed by the very act of seeing it? In the vast expanse of reality, from distant galaxies to the hidden depths of the quantum world, there lies a mystery that has puzzled scientists, philosophers, and dreamers alike. A mystery known as the observer effect. The idea is simple at first glance. Observing something changes it. But beneath that simplicity hides a truth so strange it challenges the very foundation of what we call real. Imagine an electron, one of the building blocks of matter. When unobserved, it behaves like a wave, existing in many places at once, like ripples on the surface of a pond. It could be here, or there, or anywhere in between. But when we observe it, when we attempt to measure it, the wave collapses, and the electron chooses a single position in space. Observation doesn't just reveal the outcome, it creates it. This is the heart of the famous double-slit experiment. A beam of particles is fired at a screen through two tiny openings. When no one is watching, the particles act like waves, interfering with each other to create beautiful rippling patterns. But the moment we observe which slit the particle passes through, the interference disappears. The pattern changes. The very act of measurement turns the waves of potential into fixed points of matter. Looking doesn't just record reality, it defines it. And so, scientists began to ask, what exactly counts as an observer? Is it a machine that measures, a particle that interacts, or something else, something conscious? This question takes us far beyond physics and into philosophy. Because if observation changes reality, then what happens when we apply that idea to everyday life? Are we, through awareness itself, shaping the universe around us? Some physicists, like those who follow the Copenhagen interpretation of quantum mechanics, say the collapse of the wave function happens during measurement, no consciousness required. It's simply a matter of interaction between physical systems. But others, like Eugene Wigner, speculated that consciousness might be the missing piece, that awareness itself could be the key trigger that selects one reality from many possibilities. If that's true, consciousness doesn't just perceive the world, it participates in creating it. Consider the implications. If every observation defines a version of reality, then each moment of awareness could be collapsing infinite possibilities into one singular world, one distinct now. We might not just be travelers within the universe, we might be co-authors of it. Our sense of reality is built from perception. The brain receives signals, interprets data, assigns meaning. What we see, hear, and feel are not raw truths, but mental models, representations of a deeper, unseen structure. In a way, each of us is already an observer, transforming waves of potential experience into tangible stories we call our lives. But that brings up a deeper question. Where does the line between observer and observed truly lie? In the quantum world, everything interacts with everything else. If observation can happen through any form of interaction, then perhaps the universe is always observing itself, an endless network of feedback loops where matter, energy, and awareness are inseparably entangled. Some interpretations of quantum theory propose that all possible outcomes exist simultaneously in a vast multiverse, a cosmic superposition of realities. In that view, observation doesn't destroy possibilities, it divides them. Each measurement creates a split, birthing parallel worlds in which every potential outcome continues to unfold. Somewhere, every version of every choice you might have made still exists. It's a mind-bending idea, and yet physics keeps nudging us toward it. On a larger scale, this interplay between observer and observed might even echo through space and time. Astronomers rely on light that traveled for billions of years to reach us. When we look at a distant star, we're not just seeing light from the past, we're participating in an ancient exchange of energy, turning intangible waves into the living image of a star. Observation links us to the cosmos in a way that transcends distance. And then there's the human experience, the small, intimate scale where awareness meets emotion, intention, and desire. Have you ever noticed how simply paying attention to something can cause it to change? Focus on your breathing, and it slows. Observe your thoughts, and they shift. Try to study your happiness, and it slips into something else. The same principle that reshapes electrons seems to echo in the inner workings of the mind. Perhaps the universe is not a lifeless machine, but a system that responds to awareness, mirroring our gaze in infinite ways. Observation, then, might not just be a scientific curiosity, it might be a bridge between consciousness and creation. But for all its strange power, the observer effect is not an invitation to believe that thoughts alone can turn lead into gold or dreams into instant reality. It's a reminder of something subtler, that the boundary between what we observe and what we are is not as clear as we once thought. The act of observing is an act of participation. Every glance, every measurement, every moment of awareness contributes to the unfolding story of existence. So perhaps the real lesson of the observer effect is not that looking changes reality in a magical way, but that reality itself is not static. It's a living process, constantly shaped by interactions, measurements, and consciousness. We are not separate from the cosmos. We are the eyes through which the universe discovers itself. When we look, the universe looks back. And between those two reflections, between observer and observed, reality takes form. So ask yourself, when you look out into the world, what version of reality are you creating today?